Good morning. Hi, my name is Aditya. Uh, you know, I have been browsing through a couple of website, and I learned that there are so many users complaining that they are not able to invite the guest users out in their teams. They've already tried a lot of things, but it has not worked for them. So I have decided to make a video so that it could be helpful to the people who may or may not be aware of it. So let's start. Let's see if I am able to give the permission and invite the guest user here. So I'll go and click on this the member the group itself, and I'll click on this add member. I have already copied the email address, so I'll just try to search it, and we see did not find a match. Most probably, the users may be having the similar issues that I am facing right now. So it should show us that guest user, but it is not showing. So it could be probably something to do with the permission required. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and validate that all the permissions are intact. So to start with, I'll go and click on settings. Under settings, we'll go to settings once again, and I'll go to security and privacy or sharing. I This particular setting is enabled, so it is allowing the new guest access to the organization. Fine. Under services, we'll check the other settings. So that is Office 365 groups. That's also enabled. So just to make you aware that this setting I had turned off to just to reproduce this issue that I am getting here. We did not find any match. So I enabled it back, but I guess it has not replicated, so it's taking a little longer. What I'll do, I'll go ahead and validate the third setting. So first two are there. The third setting is right here in Teams only. We need to make sure that the Teams is enabled for all the guest user. So if you just click on this URL, it will open this one, and we need to make sure that the guest access in Teams is allowed, and you can also manage all the relevant settings for the guest access too. These are three options that you can manage from one place itself, that is in the settings. But for the fourth option, you have to go to Azure Active Directory. Under Azure Active Directory, you need to go to users. Under users, you need to go to user settings, and here you see manage external collaboration settings. So you need to make sure that these settings are enabled. Guest can invite, and all these settings are intact and proper. Okay, so for me it seems that settings are intact. It is still not showing me that I can add members. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to log out, and after signing out of the I'll go ahead and exit out of Teams just to make sure that nothing is open or bothering us. So I'll go and open Teams. I'll go ahead and try again to sign in to my account. I made a mistake on Microsoft.com. So team, okay, I get it. It's typo. All right, so let's go ahead and type the password, and it will sign into the Teams, and then we'll try again, giving the permission to the user. Let's see if it works. In the meantime, while it is signing in, let me make you aware that to invite the guest access, you really do not require any specific sort of license because this is already guest invite or guest access is already enabled or included in your existing license, which you're using probably Office 365 Business Standard, Office 365 Enterprise, or education subscriptions. So you really do not require any additional subscription to get this working. Now I am getting this issue again, so I think I just made a changes probably 5 or 10 minutes ago. So I will wait for another 5 minutes or probably 10 minutes, and I'll be right back once this is replicated. I was able to wait for 5 minutes, and exactly after 5 minutes I'm starting again just to see if it did work. So let me go ahead and type this email address manually. What is that email address? I guess let me find out. Oh, there it is. It's MS Teams. Oh, there you go. Great. So here we see that the guest user is appearing now. I can see this guest user, and I will select this to be added as a guest user. I'll add this user as a member. Now this user is added as a member on this particular channel. So I'll go ahead and close it. I'll go and see if I have received any invite. So I'll go and refresh my Gmail inbox which I have invited. So this is a new setup of my Gmail inbox. Oh, there you go. We have an email from Microsoft Teams saying that you have been added as a guest in Microsoft Teams. So it is asking me to click on Open Microsoft Teams. I'll go ahead and click on Online. I will not use this one. Let's see if I am being asked to do that. So it is kind of some setting up because I'm doing it for the first time. So I'm adding the guest user for the first time. So it's trying to set it up. So send code. I'll do the send code. It will send a code to particular email address here. I'll go back and check my inbox once again, and there we have a code that I'll use this to set it up. I'll enter this code and I'll click on sign in. So I will be the guest user will be added. It is telling me all these permissions and the confidential and security thing. So just that is normal. Once I have added and given the permission, it will try to go ahead and launch the Teams, which is not doing here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make manage team. Under manage team, I'll just see if I have any guest also added. So you see this MS Teams test guest, it is added here. Previously it was not there because we did not have it, but now it's added. So I can say the status showing offline. Once you're able to add the guest user in the Teams, you will also see the guest user status here in Admin Center. So if you come back and see the active users list, you will see that you have a user account created. I'll just refresh it. I guess it's not there yet because we had to set up that account guest user and we gave it the information about here. So you see this MS Teams test, it has been created and added here with some limited information. What is display name and what are the rights we have. So if you see that we only have the manage group permission for this, we can see whether the sign-in is allowed or not. So we can manage all these settings here. If you want to see the difference between this guest user account here and guest user account there, not guest, the regular users, you see a lot of options, but for the guest user, not many options are there. One point that one may experience the issue if the guest user is already added and here in 365 admin center, and if some one is trying to add there again, it will be able to add that user automatically without any problem. But if it is stuck as a stale entry, and it is, if you have deleted it from here, but after deletion it is stuck here under deleted users, so certainly it is going to give us a lot of trouble. So it is better that we don't just don't make sure that there is no same user in under deleted users, and we are not having any stale entry, and it will work fine. This guest users are only for outside organizations. So if you want to add any on-site contractors or on-site agents or any of your employee as a guest user, this is not exclusive for them. This is exclusively for external users. So if you need to make sure that you are putting the right information there to invite the guest only. I would be adding the link for some of the known issues about the teams and about the guest access under the this, description. So please go ahead and check the description, and I will be also adding a link URL so that you can share a feedback, and if you want any sort of changes or features in Teams, so you can request to Microsoft, and probably based on your recommendation or request, they will decide what changes are required and whether they can do that. I hope this video was helpful to you to troubleshoot the guest access, and hopefully this will give you some of the information that how you can ensure that the users in your organizations are able to add the guest user. Please do share your feedback, and let me know through your comments how you whether you liked the video or not, and if there was anything I could have done better, and if you want me to give you any additional information or make another videos or something. So do post your comments. Thank you, and best of luck guys. Thank you. Bye bye.